Hi! Well, I changed the fuel filter and fuel lines to be a little bit safer. I've been sitting here idling it for about half hour now, just to check on everything. Everything seems good, so we're just gonna go for a little cruise and see what happens. So the heater is on. The heater works. It starts on choke. A little bit lumpy, but it has been sat in the frigid weather all week. And here we go. The second. There's third. Yeah, so as I was saying, startup is a little bit lumpy, nothing that I'm too worried about because it does smooth out, and then she idles how she should. I changed the power steering pump a year ago, so that's good. The heat is nice actually. It seems to be pretty smooth, kind of like how it used to be, but I haven't really given it the beans yet, and that's what concerns me, is maybe it's not, maybe the timing's not quite there or whatever, because it, I don't know, we'll see in a minute. We're just gonna go up this fancy road again, but I sure do love driving this car. These old barges are pretty amazing. Okay, that's my foot to the ground. Ooh, yeah, she goes good. It's pretty nice in the winter wonderland setting, but I will take, I know I complain about the summer a lot too, because the summers, well, last summer was consistently 100 degrees every day for months and months, and that's too much as well. But I'll take the summer over the winter. This is crazy. So this today is 12, I think. 12. I know there's colder places in the world, but I live here and it's freezing. So it seems to be going all right. I'm just going around the block until I trust this car a little bit more. Next time I'll go a bit further. Brakes work good. All the electrics work. The AM only stereo even works. Although I mounted the antenna on the sail panel in the back. Not the sail panel, the one at the bottom of the rear window, whatever that's called. Just because I like the look of it there rather than on the front fender. I have to get a longer antenna to make the AM radio work, but it does work. Alright. Yeah, it's not doing that well now. Yeah, so it's got something wrong with fuel delivery, because that bogged down a little bit just then, so I'm gonna have to try and figure that crap out. Other than that, it's running really nice, you know. I wonder what that is though, you know. So yeah, I've got a little bit of a stumble right on full whack, so there. And now it's cleared and it's going just fine, but not every time. That's the strange thing about it. It could be, well, I asked the question the other day, fellas, do fuel pumps just stop working, or do they gradually get worse and, you know, and then give up after a little while? Because I was under the impression that they either work or they don't, rather than just sort of going and then eventually dying, you know. Let me know. So other than that stumble on giving it the welly, as we say, give it the welly up this little hill here and see what it does. Yeah, see, it just starts to bog a bit again. I'm really happy that the car is back to cruising again, but it really isn't, because when I give it the beans, it wants to, it really has a little bit of trouble getting going. Oh, that's ice. That was ice. Alright, so there's my foot to the ground, and it is going this time. That's really strange. Very odd. Yeah, don't really understand that, but that was a good little drive. So we're more than halfway there. I'm really glad about that. That's what Bon Jovi said once, wasn't it? So I do think it probably needs a tune, a bit like Bon Jovi as well. That's not in my skill set, as you all know. I need a good tune. It's got new everything, so other than a new fuel pump, so maybe that's what it is. Hey, do me a favor, let me know what you think about the fuel pump issue. It's just to reiterate, it's driving absolutely beautifully, and then I'll stomp on it, not every time, but I'll stomp on it, and it will and then it will go. So it has an initial thing, but not every time, because sometimes it just goes for it and it's great. So again, is that a fuel pump going out? Do fuel pumps actually go out, or do they just blah? They're either alive or they're dead, there's no in between. Or any other information or advice you can give me would be really, really cool. But that was a cool little drive. The Monaco's back on the road. I'm super happy. Thanks everyone for helping me. I'm just the little fine-tuning bits now, and shifting perfectly, all that stuff. Thanks fellas, and Christmas is coming, so yeah, sorry about that.